Hello again.
Okay, now it's recording.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay,
Have fun, guys.
now we'll start the recording for people who can't make it. Oh, good, you got Freda, excellent. Okay. So in Hebrew, this is the review of the pronouns. We'll review this one more time. I'm going to ask you guys questions to see who remembers. Ani in Hebrew is?
I.
I. Good. One second.
I.
Just annotate there. Ani is I. Abigail, what's ata in Hebrew?
You.
You, masculine. Susan, what's at?
You, female.
Excellent. Varda, what's who?
He.
He, excellent. Jeffrey, what's he?
E.
In Hebrew is?
Who?
Close, close.
She
He
is.
she.
She is high.
Yeah.
Or he. She is he, and he is who. She is he.
Yep. It's a little confusing.
He is who and she is he.
Yeah, he is she, and who is he? You got it.
Who is he?
Who is he? Yep, that's a good one. That's a good way to remember it. Anachnu is we. Atem is Joy. We're gonna go back to you. Atem is what's atem? You plural. Excellent. Aten is Abigail.
Yeah.
You for plural feminine. Haim, Susan is
They, masculine.
excellent. And Hain, Varda is
They, feminine.
excellent. Okay, so now we're ready to go on and let's see.
Could we do the review almost every week, for a while until it's really ingrained?
Yes, we could. I was thinking I actually made the most sheets this time. I'm like, it's because there's a lot more that we have learned. So 1 second. Okay. Why is it not letting me scroll down? 1 second.
You.
Ani, ata, at, hu, he, anachnu, atem, akom, hamahem.
Okay, 1 second. Now we're gonna go to. Okay. Now we're gonna do present tense for review because Varda asked to review every time, right? That's exactly what I was thinking. We're ready up to our 4th class, and if we don't review, then we forget what we learned in the beginning. So I was thinking we'll review present tense and past tense, and next class we'll go to future tense. So I just did it with different verbs just to make it a little bit more interesting. So the verb in Hebrew to know is lada'at.
That's called the infinitive mood.
Yeah. So lada'at is to know.
To know.
Yeah. And so if we want to say I know, if it's a man who is talking, he would say ani yodea. So Jeffrey,
Ani yodea.
yeah.
Ani, yodea.
Jeffrey, if I asked you, do you know how to say I know in Hebrew? What would you say?
Ani, yodea.
Ani yodea. Excellent.
I think.
If I asked a woman, how do you say I know? It's ani yodaat.
Ani,
Ani
yodat.
yodat.
Ken, yes.
Ani yodat metaberative reads.
Very good. Ani yodat ledaber be'ivrit. I know how to talk in Hebrew.
Hebrew.
So yodat, we're just focusing on the verbs now because I feel like if you get the verbs, if I focus on the whole sentence, sometimes we forget which verb to use. So I'm literally just zooming in on using the right verb tenses this class.
I was going to answer you in Portuguese. This is so funny because I'm learning Portuguese too. And
Oh, really?
I never know what influences me at any moment.
Well, I'll tell you, Susan, the Hebrew, in addition to it's convenient to know if you go to Israel, there's a lot of kedusha, there's a lot of holiness in the Hebrew. So all the
But I know
blessings-
more Hebrew. I'm better at Hebrew than anything because I was raised in it.
Right,
And it's
good.
coming back to me. I'm even reading your writing in Hebrew.
Oh, that's
I'm so
great. I'm so
excited.
happy.
Yeah,
Because
me too.
I'm underlining in the English, but the transliteration. But if you know how to read Hebrew, that's even better.
It's
Okay.
working.
If we want to say we know Hebrew, how do you say we in Hebrew? Is
Vana,
anachnu.
Anachnu.
Anachnu yodim. Here's an
Yodim.
Yodim.
Anachnu yodim.
Yodim,
Anachnu.
Good. And if you are sitting with other women and you're saying we know, you'd say anachnu yodot.
Yod O.
Yodot.
Excellent. Hi, Duran. Welcome.
Yod O.
So you don't have you singular and you don't have they here.
So you singular, I'll tell you, that's a very good question. Jeffrey asked, you don't have you singular. So if you would say, do you know, if I would ask you, Jeffrey, do you know Hebrew? Do you know how to talk in Hebrew? I would say, Antayodea. Antayodea. Daber b'ivrit. Do you know? It'd be Antayodea, or it'd be he yodat, she knows.
Okay, so it's the same as I.
Yeah, like this is just Yodea is, sorry, I'll do it in the, Yodea is singular from any man, or Yodaat is singular for any woman, and then Yodim is plural, Yodot is plural for female.
Okay, so it's singular whether it's I or whether it's you.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
So let's ask Jeffrey, Atayodea? Like you said, Atayodea, do you know?
That's
Lidaber is to speak. And then
Elizabeth.
lidaber is to speak. Be'ivrit is in Hebrew. So you'd say atay. I don't know what's the matter.
oh atai is that's the you.
Yeah.
You singular.
Okay. So now we're gonna skip down to. Oh, here. Now we have just the word. This is also just a good verb to know. This is also present tense. Sarich in Hebrew means need. So a man would say, I need sarich.
Cherry.
Yeah, sarich.
Sarich.
So Jeffrey would say, I need sarich. I need. And Joy would say, I need sricha. I have it over here. Sarich is singular and sricha is for masculine, sricha is for feminine.
Shrika.
Can you say who tzarich?
Yeah. Let's say Jeffrey tzarich. Jeffrey needs.
Or you can say for he needs. How would you say he needs?
Yeah, so Jeffrey, it's in
Because the
Hebrew,
first one says need, so it's
Yeah.
still he needs. The
yeah,
tzarich is needs. He.
I just
then-
did I or he because you could say, let's say I need sarich if you're a man, or hu tzarich, he needs.
Ah, okay, yes. Ken. Comprende. How do you say comprehend
be-
in Ivrit?
How would you say what in Hebrew?
Yeah, how do you say comprehend? I comprehend
Oh,
it.
I understand. I would say atamu vanim. Do you understand? You say ani mevina.
Tevu anim. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
You'd say
you.
ani mevina, or a man would say ani mevin.
Why?
Okay.
I could see all of this on the side.
So now if we'd say we need, what would we say? We'd say anachnu is we.
Anach- Anachnu.
Srichim.
Srichim.
Yeah.
That's a hard word to say.
Srichim. It is.
The TZR, I know, it's really fun.
I
Those are
was
my fun
wondering-
Hebrew words.
I was wondering how to transliterate that.
That's how you do it.
Anachnu tzrichim, we need.
Srichim.
And then woman would say anachnu tzrichot, we need.
Srichot.
Yeah, I can't make that CH sound. I can just make a K sound, like Terry Keem or Terry
Can't
Keith.
do the ch.
No, I'm not good with pronunciation. I can do grammar and syntax, vocabulary, but I can't do pronunciation.
Can you gargle when you brush your
No,
teeth?
I've never been good at pronunciation.
Yeah,
In
but can you
German too.
gargle when you brush your teeth?
Yeah, but I had trouble with English too. I can't say the THs either.
Don't worry
Something
about
hard
it.
TH.
Well,
I
come
have
visit
trouble
me.
with-
I'll teach you how to do it. That's what I do.
Yeah, I just have trouble with pronunciation.
Okay, so Doran, do you hear us?
Hi.
Good, welcome. Bruchim habayim, welcome. So Doran, how would you say I need in Hebrew? You'd say
I
ani. Ani.
I,
Yeah. How do you say I in Hebrew?
ani,
Ani. And how do you say
Ani.
need? How do you say need? I need.
I need yodash, yodach, yodach.
Oh, that's for I know. We're
Oh,
now.
wait,
You're up.
I think you came like a few minutes late.
Sorry.
So we're up to. Do you see the second verb of sarich, of need?
yes.
Cherry.
So because you're a woman, you would say I need sricha.
Rika.
Is that hard for you to pronounce? Are you able to do that?
Will you pronounce it for me first and then I'll repeat?
Yeah, sure. I need sricha.
Anit shriha.
Yeah, it's a hard one. You got it, Duran. I need
Good
sricha.
enough.
That's the Hebrew. Here's the transliteration. It's a little bit. Jeffrey was saying he had a hard time pronouncing it. So if you could do it, then like people will have a hard time pronouncing Shauna's name. Some people with a CH. So Duran, Jeffrey would say I need sarich. I need, but you're a woman. You'd say I need sricha.
Anit shriha.
Yeah.
Onion tree.
Anit shriha.
Yeah. Now let's say we need. How do we say that? Anachnu tzrichim.
We,
Tzrichim.
yes.
How do you
Tzrichim.
pronounce we need?
We need is tzrichim. That's if you have plural for men and women together. It's we or you
We.
plural. Let's say I would say
We.
like atem tzrichim nerot laChanukkah. Do you need candles for Hanukkah?
Anit shrihim.
And you'd say ken anachnu tzrichim nerot.
Ken.
Ken is
Anit shrihim.
Good. Ken.
Ken. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Toda.
if you're just women, if you're a group of women, you would say anachnu tzrichot. We need.
Anna.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right here.
Okay, so let's do a little around the world to review present tense. And Doran, I'll also fill you in. You came a few minutes late, so I'll fill you in on what you missed.
Okay.
If you'd say the word for know, to know is lada'at, is to know. So Jeffrey is a man who would say, Jeffrey, what would you say if you say I know?
I know. I would say Yoda.
Yo, close. Ani
Ani
Yodea.
Yoda.
Yodea.
Yodea. I need Yodea.
Excellent.
Well, that's what that little apostrophe means. It sounds like AY, like an AY sound.
Yeah,
Like
Yep.
Yodea.
Yodea.
Okay.
No
And
day.
this is good review, because then now Jeffrey can know how to pronounce it correctly. And Varda, what would you say if you say I know?
Ani yodat.
Ani yodat. Do you hear, Duran? And
What?
how do you say? So it's a man would say ani yodea. A woman would say ani yodat.
Ani yodat.
Yeah. Let's say ani yodat ledaber be'ivrit. I know how to speak in English.
I need
How to talk in Hebrew, sorry.
you didn't.
Or
Okay.
yeah. I know ani yodat ich ledaber be'ivrit. I know how to talk in Hebrew.
Ani yodat.
10. Yes.
You don't.
If
And
you
what's-
say we know, how would we say that? Anachnu yodim.
Yodim. Yodim.
Yodim.
Yeah. And then if you are a group of women, you would say anachnu yodot.
Yod.
We know.
Yodim.
You.
What exactly does that little apostrophe thing do? Does it just mean to take a pause,
It
or does
just
it mean
means it's I just did it for 2 syllables.
two
Yodot.
syllables?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought it might be a little bit easier, like when
Okay.
you're reading, if you're not
It's a
familiar with Hebrew. Otherwise, it looks
Yeah.
like Chinese. Like, how do I read all these A's together, all these, like Yodea or your dot? So, okay,
Yes,
so
well,
Duran, how would we say, now we'll do a little around the world. Duran and Abigail. How would a man say, I know? Excellent, Abigail.
Yodim.
Abigail, yeah, or he would say, who Yodea, he knows.
Oh, wait.
Who?
Who?
Oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. It's Yoda'a,
Yodea is for,
Yodea, for
man.
I or he.
yeah,
So if it's a he, it would be Yodea.
yeah.
Yes.
Now,
Yoda'a.
but Joy and Abigail, let's see, how do we, Joy and Abigail, how do we say, I know? You're a woman, you wanna say I know.
Ani Yuda'at.
Excellent, Joy, you got it. Very good. Now, between Joy and Varda, how do you say, we know?
יודעים, אנחנו יודעים.
Good, if you're,
No, you didn't.
or how do you
Not-
say if you're only women, a group of only women, how would you say we know?
אתם יודעת.
Good, you would say אנחנו יודעות.
A 10 and a
Oh.
10 are you plural.
You-
A 10 and a 10 are you plural.
Yeah, or you would say אתן יודעות. Yeah,
אתם יודעות.
yeah.
That's you plural there, right? A
Oh,
10 and a 10 are you plural.
yeah. Susan, are you not able to hear? Oh, I can't hear
Oh.
Susan. What?
Who are you talking?
I can't hear Susan. I'm not sure why.
Here,
Oh,
I'm here.
okay,
I just,
good.
got small.
Okay, I hear you now.
Trying to get
Good.
big again. I don't know how to get big again.
Okay, well, I hear you now. I'm happy I hear you. I'm not the only, yeah, it's. Okay, so how do we say, between Jeffrey and Varda, how do we say for a man, how does a man say I need?
I need.
And
A man like a
I
he, like
need.
who, Yoda'a, Yodea.
Oh, so now we're up to need. We're done with the verb of knowing.
Oh,
Now
okay,
we're
yeah,
up,
it'd be who, TR,
אני תסרק.
Varda got it. So a man would say
Choose.
ani, I, tzarich, I need. So Jeffrey, you would say ani tzarich, if you want to say I need.
okay, so we're saying a
Sorry.
knee. We're not doing the who, but we're doing a knee. We're saying
Yeah.
I rather than he. Okay.
Yeah. Now, but Varda, between you and, oh, Duran, I can't see you, but
You can't see me?
now I can see you. Duran and Varda, let's see. How do we say I need for a woman?
אני יודעת. I mean, אני סקרה.
Tzricha. You got it. I need tzricha as I need for a woman. Excellent. Now, Varda, between you and Susan, how do we say we need?
אנחנו צריכים.
צריכים.
Excellent. And, but I think you guys got it at the same time.
Not do Terakeen.
So between Joy and Susan, how do we say we need for only a woman, a group of women?
אני-
אנחנו צריכית.
אנחנו צריכות.
צריכות.
צריכות. You got it.
For my reading Hebrew.
Okay, no worries. Okay, now we're going to scroll down a little bit.
I'm not seeing, okay, can you somehow scroll this paper so we can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it?
yeah. I'm gonna scroll it down.
Oh,
Okay.
good, thank you.
Yeah.
So here's, let's say, here's
Better.
a practical way how you would need to use these verbs. Does everyone see the sentences?
What?
Does everyone see the sentences over here? Sentences, so here's some
Yes.
practical ways. Let's say, imagine,
Okay.
let's say you're at the airport and you want to know where the restroom is, right? You would stop someone, you need to know, are you stopping a woman? Are you stopping a
I
man? So you're gonna say a different verb depending on who you're stopping. So if you're, let's say, the first person you see is a woman, you would say, you're stopping when you want to say, excuse me, where is the bathroom? Do you remember, does everyone remember how to say, excuse me?
Shika.
צריכה.
Excellent, that's an important one to know.
Shika at
And then
Yodea.
you in Hebrew is at, you for a woman or a girl, you'd say at, which verb would it be for at, for you?
יודעת.
You know, at, yoda'at. Remember, it could be, if it was a man, you would say, if it was a
יודע.
man, you'd say ata yodea.
Oh, ata.
If it was a man, you would say slicha ata yodea. Ifo, where is hasheratim, the restroom?
Asheratin.
If it's a woman that you're stopping, you'd say slicha at yoda'at. Ifo hasheratim. Do you know where the restroom is? So that's just a practical,
What is
if you're stopping someone for directions or for anything, you'd say at yodat if it's a woman, or you'd say atayodea if it's a man.
At
Odea?
and atu,
Odea.
What?
Atai.
atat.
I'd say
What's
at is you for feminine.
at
And
and
then
atu?
At yodat, do you know? At yodat efo asheritim. Or if it's a man that you're stopping, you'd say slicha atayodea efo asheritim.
Atai,
Remember we did
Asheritim.
yodea is for a man, yodat is for a woman. So that's just a way in practice
atai,
how you use it.
atai.
Yeah.
Okay, could you please say the male one more time?
Yeah.
It's
Atai.
Say atayodea.
Atayodea.
Yeah.
Not ot. Ot is for female.
At is for female.
Okay, I got it.
Oops.
14.
Atai and at.
Okay, here's our second sentence. Let's say if we say, I need to buy candles for Hanukkah. It's Hanukkah's around the corner, so we just got our Hanukkah boxes.
Nero.
If anyone does need candles, let us know.
They
So-
also have them at Eureka Natural Foods.
Oh, that's great.
The
Safeway.
regular kind for $2.75 about box.
Oh, that's great that they have
I
it for
got
that low
mine.
price.
Safeway.
got them.
Eureka.
Good. So let's say if we want to say, I need to buy candles for Hanukkah. If it's a woman would say, Ani
Ni
sricha.
Sricha.
Ah,
Sricha. Ani sricha.
Sricha.
Because
Hanukkah.
Sricha.
And a man would say, Ani, what would a man say? Ani
Ani Sri
Lignot, Perisha,
Sori.
Nerot Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Nerut, Lignot,
So
Lignot to buy.
liknot is to buy. Nerot are candles.
Nerot is
La
candles.
is two, and Hanukkah.
La Hanukkah.
Yeah. You got it, Ken.
La.
Yeah,
La
I just say H. I'm not used to the CH. A lot of the words they're using now, they like Hasidic and Hanukkah, they're making it CH instead of just H. And I'm just used to just using H.
Just
Yeah.
make,
You'll get
I
that
know how-
guttural CH soon if you keep
It's
on
okay, when you're in
I can't
Israel,
I can't do
everybody
it in
will,
German
when you're in
either.
Israel, everybody's gonna make you say it their way. Do whatever you want in America, but in Israel, they're gonna nail you.
I want to stay in America.
There you go.
Mushki, how do you say I need again for male?
Okay, let's practice it. If we'd say I need candles for Hanukkah, the I need part is ani sarich for a man,
So
I need sricha for a
Cherry.
can you do it a little
Sricha.
slower?
Sure. In
Need
Hebrew, if you
cherry.
want to say slower, you say la'at, la'at. Okay. So a man would say ani sarich.
Ani sarich.
Good. Let's all practice it. A
Sorry.
man would say ani. Let's all say it
Ani.
together. Ani sarich.
Ani sarich.
Sorry.
And what does that mean? What does that mean?
Ani sarich. Ani
Need.
means I. Sarich means need.
Oh, Sherry.
Need.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to pronounce. Sarich. It's like the
Sherry.
yeah.
How would
Sorry.
you, like, would it be CHAR like that?
I just did it TZR.
How?
I did TZR, but you could write it however you want to write it.
Well, TZ is the closest to the phonetic way you would do it.
This is called in Hebrew. This letter over here is called a tzadik.
Tzadik.
So it makes a tza sound.
Now, is that Tarika? Is that pronounced like a T or a CH? How do you start it out?
Tza, tza. Maybe TSA. Tza, tza.
Okay, so
Sorry.
TSA, tza. Yeah.
almost like a
Sorry.
Zulu, like a Sulu.
Yeah.
So is
Sorry.
it like an SAR?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Let's do
that's
it.
fine.
Let's just practice saying it together. A man would say, I need sarich.
Ani
I
sarich.
need three.
Ani Sarik.
Yeah.
Sarich.
And a
What's
woman would say, I need
Ani
sricha.
sricha. Sricha.
Yeah.
Ani
Sorry.
sricha.
Yeah.
I just thought of a word. I just thought of an American word that has that sound. wits, like WITS, my wits.
Oh,
Go
that's
by
Yeah,
your
good.
wits.
America does not have that sound in the beginning, only at the
No,
end.
it doesn't, but if you want to know how to say it in
Wits.
English, it's wits. It's
Wits.
"th," and then you can trade it for to be the beginning sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I
it's,
need,
Thank you, Susan.
I
You're
need with
welcome.
ta, and then what's to buy?
To buy in Hebrew is liknot. This word over here.
No.
Need
Okay.
to
Note.
I need with ta,
Erica,
Ani
Liknot.
tzricha liknot nerot lachanukah.
Nerot is the candle, right? No,
Nerot is the
yeah.
candles. La is 2 or 4, and Hanukkah.
can each person do it after you and then I
Yeah,
think we'll do it better. One person
Okay.
at a time.
sure. So let's do here. I'll say it.
You go
No,
first.
let's do it with a little game. We'll do it with a game. Okay, Abigail and Susan, you ready?
I'm not
How do we
sure,
say-
what page are we on?
We're just
Okay.
doing a little game to review it. How do we say I need? How would a woman say I need?
Ani
And
tzricha.
Excellent.
Tzricha.
You got it. Susan, you got it. I saw Abigail, you started saying it, but you got it in a second shorter. A second quicker. Okay, now between Susan and Joy, how do we say I need? How would a man say I need?
Ani tzarich.
Good. Tov. And between Joy and Varda, how do we say to buy?
Liknot.
Liknot,
That's no.
Varda, you got it.
Liknot.
Liknot is to buy. I need tzricha liknot mashu. I need to buy something. Liknot is to buy.
No.
Now between
Lik-
Varda and Duran,
Liknot.
how do you say candles?
Nerot.
Nerot.
Hanukkah, the Hanukkah.
Good. Nerot is candles. Nerot over
Nerot.
here is candles.
Nerot.
La is 2 or 4, and Hanukkah.
So it's Nero, La Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
Lahana.
Hanukkah.
So, so now between Duran and Jeffrey, how do we say for Hanukkah?
For Hanukkah. La Hanukkah. La Hanukkah.
You got it.
Hanukkah.
That's
La-
it. You're right. You got it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now we're gonna scroll down a little bit. Okay, here's just some verbs that I thought would be, whoopsies, I forgot to clear all drawings. 1 second. Is it clearing? 1 sec.
Likar.
Where is it clearing?
Vishtut is the verb to drink.
Okay, guess we'll just,
Vish-
okay. So sorry for the top. I don't want to waste your time looking. Oh, there it goes. Hold on, annotate. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit slow at computers. Okay, so here are some verbs that I just thought would be good to know. So let's say I need something to drink. Lishtot is to drink.
Lishtot.
Shtot.
Yeah.
Vishtut.
Ani lishtot.
No.
I need tzricha lishtot. I need to drink.
Lishtot.
Yeah.
Does the LI part mean two?
The li means 2. Yes.
Usually, okay, that means two. Okay.
Lishtot.
Lishtot. So Jeffrey would say, I need tzarich lishtot.
I
And
need-
Joy would say, I need tzricha lishtot.
Lishtot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need.
You'd say, I need a glass of water. You would say, a man would say, I need tzarich kos mayim. I need a glass of water, a cup of water. And a woman would say, I need tzricha kos mayim or kos mayim.
Kos.
What is
Kos
Kos
for
Mayan?
a
Kos
drink,
is a cup.
a cup.
Mayim is water.
Say cup
Okay.
again.
Cup is kos.
Lishtot.
Yeah.
P-O-T? Pot?
Kos is, I don't know how you write it. K-O-S. I mean, it's all phonetic. So
Oh, Kos.
however you could read that it says kos, it's good. So lishtot is to drink. We would
Lishtot.
say, I need a drink. Jeffrey, how would you say I need to drink?
And what was the
Oh,
one?
ani tarik
Good. Sarich?
lishtot.
Excellent. Doran, how would you say I need a drink? We'd say I need sarich or would be I need sricha? Doran,
need
how
li-
would you say that?
Ani lishtot.
That's I
need
you want to
sricha.
put the verb I need to drink.
Oh, I don't know.
So need would it be I need sarich or would it be I need sricha? How would you say that?
Wait, one more time.
Do you think it would be I need sarich? Jeffrey said I need sarich lishtot. I need to drink. How would you say it since you're a woman? Would you say I need sarich lishtot or I need sricha lishtot?
I don't know.
Can we help?
I need sricha lishtot.
I need sricha
Yes.
I need sricha lishtot.
lishtot.
Nish.
Could
I
we
need
say
sricha.
ani rotza, so it's easier to pronounce?
I need sricha is need for a woman. I need sricha, and then lishtot is to drink. If let's say you'd say, so let's practice that one more time. Let's practice the whole sentence. Ani
Ani.
sricha
I need
Ani
Ah.
sricha
lishtot to drink.
Lishtot.
Lishtot.
Good,
sricha.
Sricha lishtot.
good. Okay, now let's practice.
Sarich.
Now let's say
Lishon.
I need to sleep. To sleep in Hebrew is lishon.
Lishon.
Good.
Ani tzar
is lishon.
sricha lishon.
Excellent. So a man, Jeffrey, if I would say Jeffrey, sarich lishon. Jeffrey needs to sleep.
Lishon.
And let's say Susan would say ani tzricha lishon.
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 Sricha lishon.
Need shrika
Lishon.
lishon.
What's
Good.
need again? What's
Need
need?
is tzricha.
Sricha.
Yeah. I think
So-
tzricha is a really good verb to know because it's like I need to get somewhere. How do I get there?
Yeah.
Could
Sweet.
you also
Sricha.
say, rotza means want, right?
Oh yeah, that's a good
Sometimes
one
works.
also. Would be in present tense would be ani rotzeh. I want. Jeffrey would say ani rotzeh. A woman would say ani rotzah. If you
What's
say I
what's-
want to sleep,
Oh,
let's
want.
say Abigail would say ani
No, is-
rotzah lishon. I want to sleep. Achshav is now.
Have we used I want before? Have we studied
No, we
that?
did not use want. Nope, we
I
didn't.
don't think we studied that.
Nope. Okay, now the verb to speak. To speak in Hebrew is lidaber.
Up there.
Leader.
So if you say I need to speak, Abigail, how would you say I need to speak?
I need
I need sricha lidaber. I need to speak.
There.
I need to speak.
Yeah.
I need strika.
Yeah, and a man, what would Jeffrey say? Jeffrey, how would you say I need to
I
speak?
need-
I need to speak.
Yeah.
That would be ani tish
Sorry. Sorry.
Tariq. I need Tariq. Lidaber.
Excellent.
It's-
Mitsuyan. Now the verb to go. To go is lalechet. That verb we did do before because we conjugated past tense in this verb lalechet, to go.
Is that to go or to walk?
Both.
Oh, okay, good.
Shnehem, both.
Ah,
So I need to go. Let's say Abigail would say, I need tzricha lalechet. Achshav, I need to go now.
I need to walk.
To walk or to go.
Lalashet.
Walk or to go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
we used that one before.
lalechet.
We used that one. We studied that one before, right?
Yes,
Lalechet.
lalechet we did use.
Okay,
Lalechet. Let's all say it together. Lalechet.
lala.
Okay, Before we continue, let's review. To drink in Hebrew is
Lishtot.
Lishtot.
lishtot. Is to drink. Let's all say it together. Lishtot.
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 Good. Tov. To
Sleep
sleep
is lishon.
is lishon.
Nishon.
Lishtot.
Lishon.
Shon.
Rishon,
Lishon.
Rishon.
Lid.
To speak in Hebrew is lidaber.
Let the bed.
Lidaber.
Yeah, lidaber. Let's all say it together. Lidaber.
Let the bed.
Lidaber.
Good. Or I want to speak. I need tzricha lidaber. I want to speak.
Ani tzricha
To walk or
Mm.
to go is la lechet.
La
La
la.
leket. La leket.
Look at
So
How
I need to go is ani tzricha lalechet. Jeffrey needs to go. I'd say Jeffrey tzarich lalechet.
Tariq.
la
Tariq.
lekat.
Yeah, and it
Right.
doesn't matter whether the person's a man or a woman, whether when it comes to the two verbs, like to speak, to drink, to eat, to walk. And to eat
Le'ekol.
is le'echol. Whoops, I think I wrote a T at the end. It's le'echol. I meant to write an L.
Le'ekol. Le'ekol.
Le'echol. It's supposed to be
La
an L at
la
the end.
la ho.
Le'echol, to eat.
La ho. La ho.
Le'echol. Let's all say it together. Le'echol.
La ho. La ho.
So if it was,
Le'ekol.
if it would say I need to
Le'echol.
eat, I would say I need tzricha le'echol. Or I
Ani
need tzricha
tzricha
le'echol mashu.
ho.
I need to eat something.
La
Can you, do you have access? Can you write on your paper that you're sharing? Can you show the spelling of the lecho? Because,
Oh.
oh,
Not
never
as
mind,
a-
never mind, forget it. I'm looking at the wrong word. I switched
Okay.
it. Just
Okay.
forget it.
So
I got it.
Okay, good.
eat. That's the first
Le'echol
time.
is to eat. If you
That's the
say,
first time.
Abigail, how would you say I need to eat?
I need
I need tzricha le'echol. Excellent. Mitzian. Jeffrey, how would you say I need to eat?
Ani
Tariq.
tefset
Sarich?
leko.
Tariq.
Tariq. Is it Tariq?
Sarich, yeah.
Yeah.
Ani Tariq leko.
Le'echol.
Le'eko. Le'eko.
Le'ekol.
Yeah, it's 3 syllables. Le'echol.
Le'eko. Le'eko. Not ko. Is it ho rather than ko? Ho.
Le'echol. Yeah.
Le'eko. Okay.
Le'ekol. Okay.
And to understand in Hebrew is lehavin, is to understand.
Lehavin.
I mean,
Yeah,
Lehavin.
lehavin.
yeah.
You say I need to understand. You say I need tzricha lehavin. If I'm a woman.
Ani tzricha la.
Lehavin.
My mother said that the strengths of a language is in the verbs. So the most important thing to learn is the verbs usually.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of nouns you could just like look up online and you'll get all the nouns you need.
But you need to study the verbs.
The verbs, just the verb conjugation, then yeah.
You need
This
some
is just
formal
the
study for
beginning
that.
point. This class is just a crash course to give you like a little background, and then you could learn more. So, okay, so how do we say Abigail? Let's do a little around the world. How do we say between Abigail and Joy? How do we say to understand?
Lehavin.
Lehavin.
Ani lehavin. Yeah.
Yeah.
To understand.
All right, let's use, let's also review it and I need. So let's do like I need before all these verbs. So you'll get it really well that a woman says, I need tzricha, and a man says, I need tzarich, or hu tzarich.
Tari.
Tariq.
Okay.
Nice.
So between Joy and Susan, how do we say I need to eat?
Ani
Ani.
tzricha
Tariq. I mean,
le'echot.
le.
Close. I wrote le'echot, it's le'echol. It was my bad.
Oh, le'echol.
Yeah.
Le.
Le'echot
I wrote le'echot, it's le'echol.
is
Le-
le'echol.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Le'ekol.
Joy, Susan got it a second before you, but it's ani tzricha le'echol. It's just for the fun of it. I'm happy you know it anyways. Okay.
Cool.
Between Susan and Varda, how do we say I need to go?
Ani
Ani
tzricha
tzricha
la lechet.
lechet.
Ah, Varda got it.
That's why I screwed up the writing. I changed that.
Lalechet.
Lalechet.
Varda, you got it.
Laleket. Laleket.
Lalikat.
Lalechet is to go.
Lalikat.
Now between Varda and Doran, how do we say I need to speak?
אני צריכה לדבר.
Need
Yeah.
Say need.
ledaber.
What is need?
Sorry, I
What
can't
is
hear.
need?
Need is tzricha.
Strika for the
Yeah.
Srika. Is there an R in there too? TSR?
And-
Tzri, however,
Shriha.
TS or
Strika. That's a
So
hard thing.
TSR, TZR, TSR.
So
Tzricha.
need, what do you want to know how to say? I need what?
I need to speak is I need tzricha ledaber
Tzricha.
to speak.
There. I need
Sriket. Srika.
shriha.
Ledaber.
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 Yeah,
Ledaber.
yeah. I need to speak. Now between Varda and Jeffrey, how do you say? Now you're both gonna say it differently, so that's fine and that's good.
You could.
if,
I need.
if you'd say I need to sleep, how would you say that?
Ani
אני צריכה
צריכה-
לישון.
Lishon. Yeah.
Okay, I think Varda got it a second earlier. Varda, did you learn Hebrew before, Varda?
When I was a year and a half,
When you were a year and a half.
or I spent time in Israel, but yeah.
So you got a head
A little
start. So a woman would say ani tzricha lishon, and a man would say ani tzarich lishon. I need to sleep.
Sorry.
Now between Varda and Jeffrey, how do we say I need to drink?
אני
אני
צריכה
צריכה
לישון.
Lishtot.
Varda got it a second earlier. So Varda would say ani tzricha lishtot.
And
Jeffrey,
Varda
what would
did
you
do
say? Jeffrey, how do you say I need a drink?
Ani Sriket.
Tzricha.
Srika.
Sorry.
Srika. Is it for the male? Is it Sriket? Srika? Sriket?
So tzarich, ani tzarich.
Sarik. Ani Sarik Lishtot.
Good,
So,
excellent.
Jeffrey.
Mitsuyan.
Despite yourself. You're getting
Okay, are we ready to continue? Atam muchanim, are you ready? Lehamshich to continue?
10.
The lehamshich is to continue. The le means two. So, okay, let's clear all of that. Out there. Okay, now we're doing past tense. I hope this is not information overload. But we did do past tense last week, so if you came last week, you're a step forward. I did it with a new word though. So
It'll
if you
work if it's
didn't
repeated.
come, don't worry if you didn't come because we're learning it now. Let me just check with the time. Okay, we have 12 minutes left.
uh-oh.
Don't worry, we're good. Altidag is don't worry. Okay. So if you, this is past tense for lishalem. Lishalem means to pay. So let me annotate. Lishalem means to pay. If you don't remember what every single conjugation is, don't worry.
Shalem.
As long as you're familiar that you say things differently, if a man would say things differently than a woman, you could always look up what's the verb, and as long as you know, I need tzricha for a woman or I need tzarich for a man. If you forgot one of the verbs, don't worry. You can always look it up
Use
after.
Google Translate on your phone.
Yeah.
Him.
I just want to get you familiar that if you're talking to a man, you would say it differently than if you're talking to a woman.
I'm starting to learn the pronouns now.
You'd say, or do you know? You'd say, at yodat eifo hasheratim. Do you know where the bathroom is?
But,
Talking to a man, you'd say, ata yodea eifo hasheratim.
but,
Yeah. Okay. Past tense. Imagine, let's say you went to a restaurant and a misada is a restaurant and someone asked you if you paid and you'd say, I paid already. Imagine you want to say that to the waiter. So if you want to say I paid, you would say I in Hebrew is
Ani.
Ani shalom.
Shilamti is paid.
שילמתי.
I
Ani
paid.
shilamti is I paid.
What's already in Hebrew?
Kvar is already. You could, or you could just say
Kvar.
shilamti, I paid. Kvar is already. Shilamti kvar, I paid already. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then if let's say if you went to a restaurant with a friend, let's say you went to a restaurant with your cousin and your uncle, and you asked your uncle, did you pay? Let's say you're all splitting the bill, right? So did you pay? You'd say,
Yeah.
Ata shilamta,
Nata? Yeah, you put the question at the
Ata
end.
shilamta. Or you could just say shilamta, you paid.
Galamta?
You could just use the verb without the pronoun. You could just say,
Shalamta,
shilamta, you paid.
you pay.
You're talking to your uncle, let's say.
Ata shalamta.
Shalom.
You could
Shilam.
say, Ata shilamta, you paid. Or you could just say, shilamta, you paid.
Shalom. Hey,
Lamta.
And your uncle can answer you. He'd say, Ken, shilamti. Yeah, I paid.
Zalanti.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Shalam.
He can answer you.
Shalamta.
He doesn't have
That's
to
right.
say ani shilamti. You could just say, Ken, yes, shilamti. I paid.
Zalanti. Shalamti.
Yeah.
Oh,
what is
yeah.
yes in Hebrew?
What is yes? Yes is Ken.
What?
Yes is Ken.
Ken.
Spell it.
As in
K-I-N.
Ken doll.
K-E-N.
K-E-N? Okay.
K-E-N.
I
Ken.
thought it was
Like Barbie's boyfriend.
That's funny.
Well,
That's a good one.
Okay.
very good.
Beseder. Anachnu namshichim. We're continuing. So let's say if you're asking your friend, say, did you pay? Your friend's a woman. You'd say, At shilamt? You paid?
Shalam.
Shilamt?
Shalom.
You pay
At
at
shalam.
shalam.
Is that a T at the end? Shalom?
T at the end. Yeah. At shilamt. It's hard to say it.
At
there's-
shalam.
At
With a-
shilamt? You don't
Shalam.
have any of these type of.
I-L-A-M-T?
Yeah.
You paid. Shalam.
At shilamt? You paid?
At Shalom?
Yeah.
Is
At,
that an M or an N? Very,
it's an M. M, M, M.
M, okay.
At shilamt?
Shalom? You
Yeah.
paid?
And if you want to say, you're telling your friend that your uncle paid already, you'd say he paid. He
Shalom.
paid already. How would you say he in Hebrew is?
Who shalam?
Who?
Shalom.
Hu shilim.
Oh.
Shalem. Shalem.
Shalom.
Who is
Yeah,
he?
he paid. Hu
Shalom.
shilim. He paid.
Shalom.
He paid.
And then if you want to say she paid,
He.
he is she, remember?
He
He,
Shalem.
she.
So
Yamila.
Shelma.
Shalma.
He shilma. Shilma is she
Shilma.
paid. He shilma.
Shilma.
She paid.
He, okay.
Just to have a little bit of a mitzvah in this in the Hebrew. Since
Shilma.
the Hebrew is also like it's the godly language. We have a mitzvah to pay our workers on time. If anyone has someone working for them, we have a mitzvah to pay them. Let's say if they're finished with their work, to pay them if you could that day, or if you worked out with them, you're going to pay them at the end of the week, to pay them at the time that you're saying.
You know, this is really off topic, but
Yeah.
people can get returns on their investments by delaying payment to people. So they're actually, sometimes it's an incentive to pay them late.
What?
It's a financial game. There are sometimes incentives to pay people late because people can get interest on their investments if they pay people late. They can get dividends and interest. So there's reasons why sometimes people pay them late.
Okay.
We have a mitzvah in the Torah to pay our workers on time. Someone works for you, to pay them right after, not to delay it.
It's a mitzvah. That's why it's a mitzvah, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
To be honest,
Yeah.
when you're in business, and there's also like to weigh things and to have the proper scales, that when you're weighing
Mhm.
something, if you're doing something for a certain amount of pounds, that you're having a scale, that you're weighing it properly, that you're not like scamming the other person.
Yeah. So that's a mitzvah.
Yeah. To be like exact in the measurements.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you'd say if you say we paid, you'd say anachnu shilamnu. Shilamnu is we paid. Shilamnu.
Shil-
You notice like anachnu and shilamnu, there's a nu at the end. Like it's all a pattern.
Yeah.
Like ani, the e sound, ani shilamti. Ata shilamta.
Shilam-
At
Me,
shilamt. So
at
at doesn't,
shilamt.
yeah, at shilamt. You have a T at the end. At shilamt.
Who
Who shilim? That's you don't hear a
shilam-
he shilma.
who-
A lot of times the comma to the hey usually is for girl words. So he shilma. Except for numbers. Numbers is like, it sounds like the kamate, but it's the boy. Usually kamate is feminine. So anachnu is shilamnu.
Anak shilamni.
Yeah.
Shilam- shilamni.
Yep. Anachnu shilamnu.
That means
We paid.
Anakni.
And here you'll hear for the next one, you'll hear that pattern again. Atem is shilamtem. Hear the tem again? Atem shilamtem.
Atem
And
shalom.
then
ten.
aten
shilamten.
shilamten. Hear the, and then
Shilamtir.
haim and hain is shilmu. These are the same. Haim shilmu or haim shilmu.
Oh, they're the same.
Same.
No, the same.
And how does it differ from the present tense?
So
Is it different for all the pronouns?
it is different. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's review past tense. How would you say I paid?
Ani
Shalamti.
shalamti.
Good. Ani shilamti. Good. So let's review with let's review it one more time together and then we'll review it with a game. Let's all say it together. How do you say I paid? I paid is
Ani shalamte.
Ani shilamti. Excellent. Now you're asking your uncle, did you pay? How would you say that?
Ata
Shalamta
Ata shilamta, you paid?
Or
Ata shalamta?
Now
or
you're
shalamta.
good.
Shalamta.
Now, how would you ask, let's say, oh, your friend who's a woman, how would you say you paid? How would you say that?
Shalamte?
At shilam.
At shalam.
Now, your uncle told you, or your friend told you he paid. He paid already. How would you say that?
Ushalam.
Ushilam. Good, he paid.
Shalam.
Shilam.
Shalam.
Now,
Shalam.
Shalam.
she paid. How would you say she paid?
He shilma.
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 Shilma. She paid. How would you say we paid?
Anaknu.
Shilamnu. Shilamnu. Good.
Shalam.
Now, if you're asking a group of people, you paid, you'd say atem shilam shilamtem.
Tem shilamtem.
And shalamten.
So you say you paid for a group of women. How would you say that? Feminine. Aten shilamten.
Tem
Shalamten.
shilamtem.
Aten shalamten.
And if you would say they paid for masculine would be
Tem
shilmu.
Shalamnu.
They paid feminine is
en
hain shilmu.
Shalmu.
Hain.
Shalmu.
Hain
Hain
shilmu.
Shalmu.
Good.
And hem.
So it's hem for the male and hain for the girl.
For they, for girls. Yeah, you got it.
Hain Shalmu.
So let's just do a review with this. Do you remember we did we did counting with shkalim? So if you'd say I paid, let's say 20 shkalim. How would you say that? I paid is
Me.
shilamti.
shilamti.
Shalamti.
You could either say esrim is 20. You could say shilamti esrim shekel or esrim shkalim, which both are correct. So you could say, I paid 20 shekel is shilamti esrim shekel. Or
I
shilamti
get
Ani
shekel.
shilamti
Shekel's used in
esrim
Yiddish
shekel.
too, in German.
Oh, yeah?
Galim.
Li shilamti esrim shekel.
And
Shekels.
Yeah,
I know about shekels.
yeah.
Galim or shekels too.
What? There, you could
I
do
said
both. In
Galim
Israel,
or shekels too.
or shekels. You won't have shekels in Israel, but you'll have sometimes even for plural for shkalim, they'll also say shekel. You could say both. They could say shilamti esrim shkalim or shilamti esrim shekel.
Yeah, right. They'll use a
use
singular
both.
shekel for plural, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
So how would you say? Let's say 25 shkalim is esrim v'chamisha. Let's say, how would you say? I paid 25 shkalim. How would you say that?
Ani
Ani shilamti
Shalante Eshrim
Esrim
shekel.
v'chamisha shekel.
shekel.
Yeah.
Shkalim.
Or shkalim, either or. We'll just do shekel because it's shorter. Yeah, you could say shilamti esrim v'chamisha shekel. I paid 25 shekel. Or how would you say, did you pay 25 shekel? How would you say that?
Shalamte.
Shilamta esrim v'chamisha shekel?
Oh,
Ken.
Good. And then Varda said yes. Or if you say no, we'd say lo. Lo adayin lo, not yet.
Can you say it again slowly? Did you pay?
Shilamta esrim v'chamisha shekel? Did you pay 25 shekalim?
Oh, I see. So you just use the Shalanta Eshrim
Sure.
Hamisa shekel.
V'chamisha.
You don't need all those filler words.
Yeah, you
It's
don't
like
need
sign
anta
language.
shilamta. You could just say shilamta.
It's like
Sure.
signing it's like American Sign Language. That's it's American Sign Language in speech, in
Right,
verbal.
because the ta at the end means you.
Ah,
Yeah. The t at the end means I. So you don't have to say ani if you already said I. Like,
Mhm.
so shilamti is I paid. I paid 25 shekel as shilamti esrim v'chamisha shekel.
Yeah,
Did
because it
you pay-
repeats.
Did you pay 25 shekalim? Is shilamta esrim v'chamisha shekel? Did you pay 25 shekel? 25 shekalim?
Yeah, it repeats.
And
Wow.
if you want to say, did you pay? Let's do this for reviewing the numbers, so then it won't be as repetitive. Let's say, did you pay? Let's say you're asking your friend who's a woman, did you pay 30 shekel? 30 is shloshim.
Shloshim.
low.
Shloshim. Let's all practice that. Shloshim.
So
Shloshim.
shit.
So we're asking her, did you pay 30 shekel? You say,
Can
shilamt shloshim shekel.
Shalom.
Shalant.
Shloshim
Shalant.
shekel.
Ani
Shlosha.
Shalanti
Shalom.
Um,
Shloshim shekel.
Yeah. You pay 30
Eshrim
shekel.
shekel. I changed it. I said no. I paid 20 shekel.
Oh, good.
That's a good
You say he needs to pay 10. Let's say if you're splitting something, or you're splitting the bill because you all got a bunch of different good dishes at a restaurant. You'd say he needs
Yes.
to pay 10. Hu tzarich l'shalem 10 shekel. He needs to pay 10 shekel. Hu tzarich, he needs.
Say it
L'shalem is to pay. Hu tzarich. Remember we did the tzarich before in
Oh,
present
okay.
tense? Hu tzarich
Ay,
he
ay,
needs.
ay, ay,
Yeah.
ay, ay, ay.
L'shalem to pay. To pay is l'shalem 10 shekel.
Who-
10 shekel.
Mishalim.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Okay.
It's their shekel.
Yeah, well, we'll need to do numbers when it comes to the dreidel for Hanukkah.
We'll need to
All the
review numbers.
Hanukkah gelt.
Need to review the numbers.
Yeah.
The chocolate.
There aren't that
one.
many numbers on the
I mean-
dreidel. Thank goodness.
We got the chocolate shkalim in our house.
Oh.
I bet.
We just got, by the way,
My gosh, I only
if anyone wants kosher
4.
Hanukkah, we started a little Hanukkah shop. You could just let us know. We got candles, menorahs, chocolate coins, whole bunch of like kid
Ah.
crafts. If anyone has any little kids that they, what else do we have? We got some silver menorahs. If anyone wants like a nice silver one.
I want to ask you something because I don't know if this is proper or not. Our family had a little make-believe ark, and I think I can get another one, but I don't know if it would be proper to offer that as a gift or not.
A make-believe ark.
Yeah. Because it is kind of iconographic,
I've
you know,
never heard of
and
that.
I don't know if it's allowed to, make kind of images, constructions, statues of, make mock-ups of these things.
Oh, I think a person's not bound down to it, so it's not like. they're
Okay,
just
so
having
if
like
I were
a-
to, if I were to offer that, people would be okay with that. It wouldn't be considered improper.
No, not at all.
Okay,
Yeah.
You like a toy,
yeah, like a toy.
plaything.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
basically, yeah.
Yeah, can you have
I've
those things for
seen
playthings?
I've never seen that.
We have one, and I think I can get another one.
Oh,
Okay, my brain is fried.
Okay.
How do you say in Hebrew, my brain is fried? In Hebrew.
That's fine.
I thought I was the only one
Ani
thinking of-
Mashugana.
Ani Mashugana.
Mashugana.
It's in my mind how
For
to say-
tumped. We
how to
say for
brain, I'll
tumped or
get back
mashugana.
to you. But I don't know if you would say my brain is fried.
For tumpin. The cuff for tumpin. Cuff for tumpin.
Yeah.
Is that
it
Yiddish? Is that
Yeah,
Yiddish?
Yiddish. Cuff
Yeah.
for tumpin.
That sounds Yiddish. We're talking.
I know
Hebrew.
Yiddish.
Susan, I'll get back to you. It slipped my mind how to say brain. I'll get back to you.
That's
I'm
just head
kidding.
though. The cup.
That's where I'm at.
Sorry, I was actually thinking today, so we learned a lot today, so you
Yeah.
did a great job.
Now,
We're done.
I can
Shalom.
Madonna
What
have a
are new? We
conversation.
finished.
I have a date with my granddaughter.
Shalom.
She's in Israel and we're gonna talk later. And
That's
I'm
great.
I'm gonna have all my pages. I printed all of these. I'm
That's
gonna have
great.
them all spread out. I'm gonna work through putting a sentence together. Even
Good,
if it doesn't make sense, she'll correct me.
good, good. Well, at least now that you're a woman, so if you're to not say I need sarich, you would say I need tzricha. If you have to go, you know now, even if you
Right.
don't remember everything. I don't expect everyone to remember every single word that I taught. It's too much it's information overload, but at least you'll know, okay, I need sarich or I need tzricha. Hu tzarich, I need tzricha. Or you'll know that if you're saying, I gotta go, I need to go, say I need tzricha lalechet. Not I need tzricha laholech, or I need tzricha holechet. You'd say I need tzricha lalechet. You know that you have to have a lamed, the la sound before to do something.
So Mushki, do you
Yeah.
have a couple of minutes when we're done so I can tell you the follow through on my granddaughter and great granddaughter?
Sure, we are finished. Good
Okay.
morning.
Yeah.
We're finished.
Anybody who wants to listen is welcome. Anyway,
Ta-da.
Yeah.
Bye,
Bavakashas,
everybody.
You're welcome.
Well, how do you say you're welcome?
You're welcome. Bavakasha.
Oh, bevakasha. Okay.
Lavakasha. Ah, you're welcome.
Yeah. And by the way, Joy, we started doing since COVID, we're started doing now, instead of Shabbos dinners, we're doing a Shabbat lunch at 1:00 in the backyard
Okay.
with Torah learning after. So everyone sits spatially distanced.
Okay. I'll go for that.
And some people bring masks, some people don't, but at least it's outside in the backyard. So whatever you feel comfortable with, we have masks. And if you want to sit down and eat, you could just, you could just sit 6 feet apart from someone and have a nice conversation with other people, just to be able to connect with others. Because it's important to connect.
Okay.
And
I know it gets lonely
yeah,
sometimes without any connection.
I know. I know that, I know.
Thanks.
I do that,
Do you all observe Thanksgiving or do you not observe Thanksgiving?
Do we observe Thanksgiving? We observe
Yeah.
Thanksgiving every day. We say Moda ani lefanecha. Thank you, God.
Okay, I mean like what some people call
okay.
Turkey Day, you know, November
So,
25th.
to observe Thanksgiving, to thank God, do I need a turkey for it? If you want a turkey, you could eat turkey. If you're vegetarian, you could make whatever you want to make, as long as you're saying if you say a blessing on your food, you're observing Thanksgiving.
Okay,
But it's
yeah.
but it's
Because sometimes we
actually
celebrate that, and
Okay.
sometimes we don't.
but it's actually one holiday that technically, if you're observing Thanksgiving, it's not antithetical to Judaism. It's very on the topic of Judaism.
So
Like
it's very
on
consistent, very
the word
consistent.
actually for Yehudi in Hebrew, if you want to say Jew in Hebrew, is Yehudi. Yehudim are Jews. It comes from the word of hoda'ah, is thanks. Jewish people are called
Hoda'ah.
Yehudim because we give hoda'ah, we give thanks l'Hakadosh Baruch Hu, to Hashem. That's our essence, is that we thank God. We wake up in the morning, the first thing we do is we thank God
Do
for
the-
every day. Yeah, that's why we're called Yehudim, because we do Thanksgiving every day.
Oh, okay.
It's like someone asked me once, do you celebrate Mother's Day or Father's Day? So I said, yeah, we do it every day. Every day we have a mitzvah to honor our mother and our father. So,
They want to know if you're celebrating the Hallmark one.
so
The Hallmark.
if I make a card for my mother on Mother's Day, I do call my mother on Mother's Day, but I also call my mother once a week. At
Right.
least I make sure once a week. My mother deserves that I should give her a phone call.
Yeah,
Check
but
it
in
out.
America, when people ask you if you celebrate the holidays, I'm sure they're thinking the Hallmark versions. That's just my hit on it.
Yeah. So Thanksgiving, yeah, it's on the calendar it's once a year, but we do it every day. On the calendar once a year, it's Mother's Day or Father's Day. But we do it every day. Yeah.
Are we gonna have a Hanukkah party like we used to?
Yes, we are going to. We're gonna do a menorah lighting on the plaza. And if you want any Hanukkah stuff, you
Yeah, I
can
was gonna.
come and check out the different Hanukkah stuff we have. We started a little Hanukkah shop of little things for Hanukkah.
When is it open?
Just let us know when you want to come, and then it's open.
Okay.
So we have it in our show, and we just bring it outside when
Okay.
people come.
So is the first lighting on the 28th or the 27th?
I have to check the calendar, but it's the first night of Hanukkah.
Yeah, I'm just looking
Let
at
me
my
see.
calendar and I'm not sure which is the first lighting.
I can't
That's
check it up on
28th.
the calendar. Do you need a calendar, Susan? Do you have one? Your Jewish calendar?
No, I have
It's
one.
Monday.
I just don't have it in front of me in this room. I have it
Okay.
downstairs.
Monday night is the first night of Hanukkah. Can anyone
Monday night,
see?
the 28th. Okay, good.
That's Sunday though, I think.
No, it's the next night. It's the next day.
I thought Sunday, the 28th was first light.
No, I'll go check it out. One second. I'll get
Yeah.
the calendar.
We will soon
We're
have
getting
it straight from the
confused. Right.
Rebbe. We'll get it from the
I
mouth of
know
the
that,
Rebbe. Okay, sweetie, in a minute. My dog came to tell me it's time to feed her.
So it is. I think you're right. You're right. It's Sunday night, not Monday.
Sunday night.
28th. That's the when Rabbi will do the first candle lighting at the plaza, I think.
On the 28th.
Fell asleep. I don't know where a calendar is. Yeah, I think they're all downstairs in our house. Someone just wants to know when Hanukkah is.
Sunday
It's
night.
okay.
A week from Sunday night.
Sunday night. It's
Yeah, the
Hanukkah.
Sunday night.
Every Sunday night at the
And-
plaza, right?
Yeah, 4:30 Sunday night on the plaza for the first night of Hanukkah. And the last night of Hanukkah, we're having a carnival at the Chabad house from 2 to 4.
Okay, I look forward to that.
I'll be right back, you guys. Come on. Let's go.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's November 28th is the first Sunday of Hanukkah. November 28th.
That's the
night.
lighting on the plaza, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do a lighting on the plaza at 4:30, and we'll also, we want to have the menorah up all day. There's gonna be there's gonna be people around. I forgot what it's called. It's like the first one where we're gonna have little shops set up on the plaza. And so we want to have the menorah set up
Okay.
early. And
Rabbi,
people
can
come
you
around
email
all day.
us on that?
What?
Rabbi, can you email me? So I will miss
Yeah,
it.
I'll email you about the menorah lighting.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're looking forward to an exciting Hanukkah. And we just got in
Okay.
30 car menorahs. So thinking of for a lot of people, because they're still don't want to come in person to things, maybe a menorah parade might be right up their alley.
What's menorah parade?
So we'll I got 30 car menorahs that we could put on top of our cars, and we could get like a escort. We could do a menorah parade
Hey,
around.
that's a good idea, Rabbi. That's a good idea. I'll go for that too. That would be fun.
I'll tell you, the point is, it's funny. I remember I saw other Chabad houses do these menorah parades that, all these cars have menorahs on. And I remember thinking like, we're all about like the deep understandings of the Torah, but it's seemingly a very superficial thing to just parade around with a menorah on your car. Like I never really understood it until I saw a message from the Rebbe, from the Lubavitcher Rebbe, and he said that it helped me understand it. He said he was talking to a Chabad rabbi, a shliach, and he said, "What you're doing for the community," he said, "Did you advertise about it in the newspapers?" He said, "It's good that you did good things, but you also need to advertise it in the papers." He said, "It's not just." He's like the purpose of what you're doing is not just for the people coming to your events. It's also for certain people don't yet come. But when they see that Judaism is fun and exciting, and they read it in the newspapers, and they see that, the media is all, talking about, grand menorah parade or grand, and then it's something that attracts everyone's attention. And it's something the kids feel like, wow, Mom, Judaism is so cool. Let's get involved. Or let's say friends who are even older who have not yet get involved, who like they'll read in the papers, menorah parade, happened in Humboldt. I can't believe this is in Arcata, menorah parade. We're not in New York City. Like that Judaism is something big. It's something cool. We're not just a minority, these little people that no one knows about.
You mean this is in Brooklyn?
Or then it's gonna make other people. Like he said, the Rebbe said, part of the doing the event is not just for the people coming to the event. It's also for people who don't yet come. So they should see and read about it in the papers or hear about it from the media, from the news articles, and be excited and have Jewish pride that they're Jewish and that they're represented. Like we just went to Winco the other day and I was like, wow, there is a little Hanukkah section. Yay. So someone who doesn't yet come to the Chabad house and was going shopping at Winco will be able to see, I could buy a menorah. Like, I don't have, I shouldn't feel embarrassed about that I'm Jewish, that, Hanukkah, it seems like Halloween is everywhere. And then Hanukkah, it's like nothing really. They should feel like, no, Hanukkah is really something special, something grand, something amazing. So,
the Oriental, the toys, that book, The Oriental Trader or something that comes in
Oriental
magazine,
Trading,
and you
yeah.
order things. They have dreidels in it this time.
that's
I
Oh,
always
great.
look, I get all of this stuff, for advertising. And I always look to see if the Hanukkah is represented. I get so tired of everything Christmas. And they
Right.
actually have a page where there are dreidels. It was like, yay, finally,
Yeah.
finally. Yeah.
Rabbi Eli ordered donuts. Yeah, everyone's got to get their donut appetite up for Hanukkah.
Oh, this
Can I see what Rivka made?
I
What did
tried
Rivka
that sometimes. You never do
Duran, you
it.
want to show Duran your arts and crafts?
Oh, and she made a really nice thing on the fridge.
She decorated a
I
dreidel.
get what you mean.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Nice
it close.
going, Rivka. Beautiful.
With lower temperatures.
Well, I was waiting for a lull because I want to share something with Mishki, but we're gonna see more art.
Yeah, we
Yay.
got a whole bunch of stuff for Hanukkah for kids that they could.
Oh, nice.
That is-
Ah,
I like
the
that.
artist on that. Who's the artist on that last one?
This one Freda made.